Hi friends and nail fam, welcome to my channel. Welcome if you're new. Today we are just doing some more fast and fun nail art featuring Orly's Wild Nature collection. So if you enjoy nail art and collections, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so that you never miss an upload. And I'm going to start out by showing you the base coat that I am using, which is by Red Eyed Lacquer. It is absolutely like my new favorite, and I had to use it in a video so that I could show you guys how it makes my nails look. But anyway, this is Smooth as Butter by Red Eyed Lacquer, and I did receive that in PR, but I paid for the Orly collection, which I purchased at beyondpolish.com. And if you want to save 10% on your next purchase, make sure you use my code Manicentric, all caps, at Beyond Polish to save 10% off of your purchase. So also, while we're on save 10% on your purchase, I'm showing you my rose quartz stone that I use as a little palette whenever I'm doing a little nail art, dotting, whatever, when I need to put my nail polish in a place where it won't immediately dry out or the moisture won't soak in. You can also get that from Maniology and use my code MANIC10 to get 10% off of your purchase there. So we are moving on by showing off the polishes that I'm going to be using. So String of Hearts is one of them, and this one I believe is Bird of Paradise. Yep. And the next one should be Lion's Ear. I used that in nail art already. I think it was my Halloween plaid. And then I believe that I'm also going to be using Wild Willow and In Full Plume. I believe it's In Full Plume. But I did a Skittle Mani earlier this fall, and I loved the brightness of the colors so much that I wanted to use them again in a nail art. So a little info tip or whatever you will about dotting manicures is that, again, just like dry brushing, it's super easy, it's super simple, and I didn't speed up this video because I wanted you all to see the actual time it took me to do the manicure. So anyway, dotting is so easy. You just want to adjust a few things. Like, number one, make sure you don't put it on paper. Put your nail polish that you're going to be dipping into on paper. I made that rookie mistake because I just did not realize it would dry it out so quickly. And nail polish does dry a lot quicker than gel polish. So you want to put it on a silicone mat or something like the little rose quartz stone that I got from Maniology, because it won't dry out as fast. Also, you want to put just a little nail polish on whatever you're using as your palette, because you don't want to waste your polish and it's going to eventually dry out. So don't put a huge glob, just a little, and use practice. Practice will help. But I wanted to highlight that because I used to put a lot of nail polish down and then I would dip into it and it would get sticky and gloopy, and there would be like a string of polish and it was just really messy and it would make my mani look messy. So these are things that I've learned that I wanted to impress upon you. Also, the harder you push down with your dotting tool, the bigger the circle. The lighter the pressure, the lighter the circle, and it's actually fun to experiment. And sometimes you will make designs without even meaning to just by changing the pressure of the dots that you're putting on your nail. Also, now that we are getting close to done with the skittle portion, make sure your polish is fully dry. You do not want to be in the middle of dotting and make indentations in your nail polish because it's not dry. That's just a really quick way to ruin your mani and kind of put you in a bad mood. So always make sure it is fully dry. And now that we've got the skittle down pat, we are using, it says Bundle Monster, but it's actually Maniology. I got my dual-ended brush tools forever ago, but they do still sell a set and it's like blue. So use my code ManixMe10 to get 10% off of your purchase when you do it. And I know you all saw how small that dot was, but watch that small dot take me through this whole mani. A word about tools, real quick, is that yes, you can use toothpicks. You can use the end of a bobby pin or a hairpin. I just prefer to use the regular tools because they feel better in my hand. They feel more comfortable in my hand. So, like, if you're already pretty practiced at it, then yeah, I would go ahead, use whatever is at your disposal and enjoy yourself. But we are going with a really, really simple series of dots, just stacking them on top of each other. And then with my index finger, I'm going to get a little fancy and just make a little dotted triangle. It's really easy. It's really simple. It's a cluster of dots. It creates an accent on the nail. And this is something you could actually very easily do over an indie polish with a high contrast cream, or you could do it on a shimmer with a cream, or you could do take an indie shimmer or multi-chrome and put it over a cream polish. You can mix and match formulas and finishes to create your favorite. And I am topping it off with, again, some red-eyed lacquer tip top, and I am giving it a glossy finish, even though the polishes were super glossy in their own right. Once they fully dried, they were just a little less glossy than I would like, so I am putting a top coat on. Also, lion's ear. Quick thing about lion's ear, it was not as opaque as the other ones. It was a super jelly formula, so I did use 2 coats to get my opacity. Again, my nails are short, so be cautious with that because it does go on super smooth and lovely, but you might catch a little of that free edge if you're especially taking pictures. I know a lot of my friends in my nail fam do their own Instagrams and their feeds and their YouTubes, so something to be aware of. And then I'm just doing my dancing hands and I'm going to actually mattify this mani because I enjoyed it shiny, but like I said earlier this fall, I did a Skittle mani, posted it on Instagram, so that one was glossy. This one is going to be matte, and Tips Matte is the matte top coat by Red Eyed Lacquer. Another thing that you all already know, is make sure that your nails are fully dry and then apply your matte top coat generously. I used to drag mine, and what it would do is that it would not become as matte as it could because I was stretching it too thin. Also, sometimes I wouldn't even use a top coat underneath it to finish smoothing it out, which also did not give me the desired result. And another thing with nail art, quick tip, Again, just like with stamping, you want to make sure that you float that top coat, and you want to make sure that your polish is fully dry so that you don't get any smearing. So that is it for me today. Thank you all for joining me. I will have a few more videos in this series coming up for you. But if you're part of my nail fam, I am sending out virtual hugs. Thank you so much for your support and your good vibes. If you're new to my channel, I hope you'll consider subscribing. If you enjoyed this, leave me a like and a comment. And as always, take care of yourselves and each other.